And the Spectre threw me off a little bit, but it's still... It looks like a lineup that's in sync with itself, and there's a clear game plan.
Well, Alliance is going to group up very early, looking for a potential first blood. They will probably use Spectral Dagger to full effect here. They're going to run right into the Drow and the tree. Let's see who actually gets the aggression off here. Limp is going to get the Breathe Fire. Looks like Oli is in a lot of trouble. First blood going on the way of Handskin, so ends up being in the favor of Alliance, obviously, and they should be able to have enough time to get... Yep. I mean, it ends up scaling better into the late
he
game.
could glimpse here.
What? Oh, God, where am I? Synderen. Fly. Taking a lot of damage. Courier is coming with a salve. He's going to pop it and actually helps him survive into the multi-shot. 33 is taking a lot of damage. Oh, he actually dies first, though. The living armor wasn't enough to keep him alive.
They did get one of the 2 bounties, though, so if they get the bottom runes as well, I don't think it's all that bad. Oh, now they might fight Dragon Knight. At least forces BKB here.
Fly getting initiated on the bot lane in the meantime. The trusty net being used, but Fly will die. In the meantime, like you said, dual use on the BKB Limp. They won't get the actual dual victory. In fact, will he even... Yeah, he'll die here eventually. So it's a 1-for-1. The mid for the carry. Maybe, I don't know if you do that right away. Is that something you do right away? Because he's lacking some damage on DK right now. They're going to run right into him. That is the level 3 dragon form being popped. BKB by Fly. They're going to take out the Disruptor immediately. That's a dual victory as well. Skywrath Mage ult used as well. Venomancer dies. It's a buyback onto the Disruptor right now. He's going to have to get back into this fight. As Kaka saved for now thanks to the Overgrowth, but dies shortly after. You're seeing the Meteor Hammer used to full effect as well from Ollie, who has not died in this fight. This is actually very shocking for him, considering how many times he's died this game. JT dies as a result of that, though. And finally, as I speak praise of Ollie, he will die finally.
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
For the 6th time this game. We're going to have a
I
jump
think Meteor
in
Hammer
Storm
is way more impactful.
into the duel.
Toast.
And yeah, Brewmaster is mega dead. So that is now 66 dual damage victory for the Legion Commander, as Fata is getting jumped now. But here comes the counter jump from Limp. Buyback onto the Brewmaster. Remember, he still has his Primal Split available. Fata's going to be the first to die in this engagement. BKB's pop galore. Spectre trying to go on top of Fly. He gets the bash with the newly picked up Basher. Very nicely done. Very good skilled plays. Drow Ranger does die. 75 seconds on the deck. Ollie soon to follow. And with this, a tier 2 tower, if not more, can be taken out. You have Dragon Knight, you have the Primal Split, and JT looking for a little bit more dual damage. They're going to find Limp. Is that even something he can go for? He pops his Dragon form and dies right away. Oh boy. No buyback to speak of course. Actually, he just buys back now. He must have gotten the gold passively. Drow Ranger doing as much damage as she can. Overgrowth is going to keep her safe. Nico Baby very, very low, being chased by Emo. And there, with the finishing touch, is the Treant Protector with the beautiful Meteor Hammer. And the chase continues as the buyback into the haunt. Fly taking a lot of damage as a result of this haunt. Will be going down eventually to Limp. Yes. A little bit premature perhaps from Nico Baby to reality, but they do find the kill, and it ends up being essentially a wipe other than the Storm Spirit. Did cost heavy buybacks, but...
Oh, he has a Glimmer now. But Nico has a Dust, so...
He's
actually
done.
gonna
Haunt is actually
reality
used. Fly has to pop the BKB. Gus not able to save Ollie, as that is now the 11th death for him. And the Root Bash, I'm sure, started that with that BKB Pierce. Drow Ranger drops to the deck. Storm Spirit finally comes in, looking for a potential side kill here. That's a good one.
Yeah, so the reason I like Nullifier as an option on Storm here is that they can counter Ghost Scepter on Veno. We can kind of... Oh, boy.
Limp's going to jump in, gets the stun immediately onto JT. BKB's pop galore. Spectre jumps in onto Kaka as well. There's a Skywrath Mage being old. Spectre is dead. No haunt available. Does have buyback, but would have to TP back the old-fashioned way. And we'll see if this fight continues or not. Poison Nova on the backside. Firefly, or keep calling him that. Fly with the BKB. There's a nice Overgrowth into the Storm Jump and into the Meteor Hammer. So much damage being done with Fly finally doing some damage from the backside. Dragon Knight pops that cheese and actually staying alive now as a result. He's just taking out everybody. It's 3-for-1 buyback onto the Legion Commander Fly. They just cannot catch up to this guy. 33 will TP out in the midst of things. Limp in the meantime on the cliff, but will be pulled back down from Storm Spirit. And this was a brilliant fight from IG. Just kiting everybody, and the bashes were, and the Overgrowth was especially amazing from Ollie. Spectre and just use constant. Isn't it better than Mindbreaker? Oh, duel. on top of Handskin. Doesn't really have that much damage, and of course they can't even help.
Kaka
nice
wished
flow
he
from
could
Limp,
kill him,
though.
but no.
Yep, no dual damage for you, my friend. He pops the BKB. Overwhelming odds will actually finish the kill. Limp taking heavy damage from the Mystic Flare. And now the rest of the team is here. Nice halberd being used. Dragon Knight taken out of the fight as a roll just a little bit here. Emo with a BKB. He's a half HP. Better be careful. Not doing that much damage right now. Shiva's is popped. You can see that being used now. And more lockdown for the Spectre as Drow Ranger will do so much damage from the sidelines into the multi-shot. JT, no duel to work with. Plus, you don't even want to use it here anyway. A Spectre attempting to run out, but Fly gets initiated on by the Brewmaster. But again, more kiting. Another Mystic Flare. Dragon Knight has taken so much damage from this spell in this game. 33 will TP out successfully. They just cannot catch up to this Drow Ranger for long enough to kill him.
But you're looking for that.
Yeah.
But
no, Primal Split
so
is
repair
popped.
kit being used once.
Yep. Is that the first charge being used?
I think it is. So you should
And
have
those
2 more
Lincolns
on the courier, maybe?
has been activated.
The courier to the bottom right has it.
They are trying their best. This tower has become a hero. Very difficult to kill. There's the jump in. Static Storm
good static.
onto 2 heroes. Skywrath Mage is certainly dead. Emo at half HP. The nice defensive spells from the Treant Protector. Emo will jump away safely, though, and the multi-shot from Fly will keep everybody at bay. Gale does connect onto JT alone. Fly, they're just going to reinitiate. Even with the double stun right now, Nico Baby getting dueled. He's just being taken out of the fight completely. Not a whole lot of damage being done. JT will lose the duel and give it up to Spectre. That is not what you want to see.
He backpacked his egg, Shannon. Did you see that?
Oh, did
he? Actually backpacked it. He's like, fuck this.
Wait, during the duel he did?
I think he did before he dueled.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's a cool play, actually.
Man, this is literally me every time I try Ags on Legion. I use 2 duels. I'm like, this was a mistake.
I'm exactly the same way.
Pretty nifty.
And he himself has a refresher orb, by the way.
Yeah.
He's going to get dispelled, so no more haste for him. Very nicely played there from 33. As here's the jump
Kaka.
in. Eon Disc is being proc from Kaka. He needs to get off his spells as soon as possible. But there's the Storm Spirit being pesky. BKB's pop galore. They're seeing the Agnum Scepter come into play from the Skywrath Mage. Static Storm only onto 1 hero, but it is the very important Drow Ranger. See if he can actually take it. Pops the Manta into the cheese. Limp jumps in, but gets disabled pretty much right away. And there's the Pulse Nova, or the Poison Nova from Venomizer going off as well. There's the duel. Is that the Aghanim Scepter? It is, and it looks like he will finally get a kill with it, as everyone is dying from Alliance right now. IG cleaning up completely. Spectre does have buyback, but no haunt available. And Atos does not connect from Handskin, so the buybacks will come out from IG as they want to finish this game. They want to force a buyback.
I mean, he is very rich, right? He has 35k net worth. He just hasn't bought the classic late game items.
Right. Well, fortification is popped. Emo's going to pop in with that BKB. Duel is applied onto the Spectre. Will he be able to get the kill? No, Spectre wins the duel. That is 66 extra damage he's picked up, but he is dead. No buyback whatsoever, but they do find the Storm Spirit. Again, buyback is available for him. They lost Legion Commander, who just gets buyback now through the passive gold.
But Spectre's damage is not that significant if you just... I think you blink duel the Spec and you kill his team. Oh my god, 33.
Oh, Kinetic Field, Static Storm. Will they be able to follow this up with anything? A double Static Storm, in fact. Storm Spirit is dead. No buyback. Legion Commander looks to be next on the plate as well. 2 dead. All it costs them is a Dragon Knight and a buyback on the primal splitting Brewmaster. Fly attempting to run away, has a Hurricane Pike available, but Nico Baby is continuing the pressure. There's another kinetic field. Remember, this thing lasts forever. BKB pop into the force. He's going to attempt to BKB or BKB TP. The bash comes in, and Fly will likely die if they can find him. Spectral Dagger does connect into another kinetic field. The raid doesn't have radiance or anything like that. Do they have any actual vision? Finally, they take him out. Good lord, he does have buyback. But that is enormous. It is now the 70-minute mark. I don't even know if they have time to go into the jungle because they know that Storm Spirit has no buyback. That is a Seer Stone. That gives a shit ton of cast range and vision bonus at night. It's okay. I'd put it on the medium tier of tier 5 items. Myself being the expert that has played many games at 70 minutes, Cinderin. I don't know if they have time to actually go into the jungle and find these items. They need to potentially just push this. Megas don't matter anymore. I think they just go for Ancient. Storm Spirit dead for 2 minutes and 17 seconds in terms of buyback. Will be back in 61 seconds himself. Skywrath Mage pops the Eon Disc. 33 does have Primal Split. Will pop it. Remember, he can just go for buildings if he really wants, but they're going to use the Static Storm again. This time
the
onto
Spec!
Skywrath Mage, getting extremely low. Firefly is actually doing damage to Spectre. There is the Overgrowth. Can they actually take him out? He's going to pop that actual refresher to Spectral Dagger out, and he will actually be saved, surprisingly enough. So he is still alive. Might have to refresh here. There's the Poison Nova. Skywrath Mage again with that ultimate. Storm Spirit back in 30 seconds. It's time to back up and get some neutral items, for God's sake. Please.
Oh, got out. If they would have killed Drow there, that's... I mean, I don't even know if it's Game Shannon anymore, because Storm is about to...
Very tanky.
So absurd,
she uses the
man.
fusion rune, by the way, and backpacks it. So she has every single rune right now. Alliance still don't have that third item. Here comes the jump in from the Storm Spirit onto 3 heroes. BKB's pop galore. He's just going to jump right back out. Dry Ranger doing a little damage on the backside. Hanskin very low. Very nice Overgrowth onto 3 heroes. And that is 3 dead in the blink of an eye for Alliance, as they had the buyback onto 2. But Dragon Knight is not one of those. He has absolutely no buyback to speak of. As Drow Ranger.
Dude, look at these illusions.
Yeah, they're pretty strong. Not too bad. 33. Just trying to be a nuisance at this point of the game. Here comes the Storm Spirit again. Jumps in onto 2, but the Static Storm used and to 0 effect as 3 die for Alliance. And Mega Creeps coming for IG, as it looks like they will finally win this marathon of a game. 3 neutral items, better than 2 Cinderin. My God. What a fucking game. Jeez.
Ugh.
That's nice.
Despite his best efforts, Legion Commander Ags won the game.
He really tried to throw the game.
Yep. He got like countless 3 or 4 man vortexes in this fight, or in this game, in the later portion, and that's really